Need to know what your real job is? Hey, it's Lynnie Wennerstrom, and I am here to help you find your purpose. One of the tools I use is Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. And this is for December 27th. It is day 362 with 4 days left in the year, 98.91% complete with 2024. So your job, this is kind of a cool one. Instead of finding it difficult to find something of value that I can do with my life, the more I look, the more I find that my world is filled with unlimited opportunities and possibilities. My job is to choose the best of them, of those unlimited opportunities and possibilities. Wow, that's a difficult job, isn't it? Anyway, I thought that was a really fun. We're going to spin it around to say what your job is. Ready? Your higher self, or you talking to yourself in second person. Instead of finding it difficult to find something of value that you can do with your life, the more you look, the more you find that your world is filled with unlimited opportunities and possibilities. Your job is to choose the best of them. Isn't that fun? Just to choose the best of the opportunities that come your way and all those possibilities, and just finding out what is it that I really want to do with my life, and just see all the endless possibilities that you can that are there for you, and keeping your heart open for the potential of opportunities that come your way. That's kind of a cool job if you think about it like that, and decide what's the best, like which way do I want to go? Remember, your purpose gives you meaning. It gives you direction. The meaning in your life comes from your purpose. And so the more that you focus on your purpose, and I hope throughout this year that you have really focused on finding your purpose. Who are you? And what do you want? And why are you doing it? We know in the 3D world, we know who you are, and that is a culmination of your programs, right? But what do you really want? What do you want in life? What would make you so happy? And yes, having your health is a really important one. Are you working towards that? Did you start? Have you started a new morning routine, nightly routine? Started listening to the self-talk, health and fitness, and really starting rewiring your brain to where you are getting healthy? Is it that you want more financial freedom? Because what does financial freedom give you, or financial success give you? Success as you see it, it gives you freedom to do what you want and where you want and with who you want and as many times as you want, and all those things. It gives you the ability to have the resources to do what you want in your life and then share with those that you love. And so have you started listening to self-esteem? Have you started focusing self-esteem and creating your financial success in the self-talk? Like I'll always go to the app. It's not the app, it's a self-talk language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created for us. And the reason that I do, and I've mentioned it and I will always mention it until I find something better. See, science is always evolving. Yet the brain has been proven over and over again, even when neuroplasticity wasn't even a thing, and it was like positive self-talk. How are you talking to yourself? Why is it that positive people lived longer? They had better lives, they had better jobs, they had better relationships, it has been proven over and over before neuroplasticity even became a thing, that people who had high self-esteem, or they really believed in themselves, and they had these programs that they didn't even know were programs, but they had a lot more success in life, in all areas of their lives. And that's because of their programs. They were gifted with wonderful programs. And as human beings, we come into this world and we were born with unlimited promise and potential. That's you. You were born with unlimited promise and potential. And then you got programmed. And so what programs did you get? Over 77% of us have these negative programs in our conscious minds. I would say that I'm not there now. I've been rewiring my brain. But this is the typical, which I love because I've been doing this for well over a year. And I can tell my self-esteem that I mentioned to you, like when I was driving the motorhome, it's 37 feet, the motorhome itself. And then you add the Jeep that you're towing, and it's about 47 feet. And I drove it, no sweat, no problem. Wasn't even intimidated. When the years prior, totally intimidated. And this, a few years had passed, and I get in it and I drive, and it was like nothing. That was due to rewiring my brain, not even thinking that I couldn't do it. I didn't even have that thought like, can I do this? Should I do it? I was like, yeah, I'll do it. You know, telling my baby, Steve, my hubby, I got it. And so I drove. We went to, and in March of this year, in April, we went to Tucson. We did a FMCA, which is a Family Motor Coach Association, one of their rallies. We went to there, and then we went all over different places and came back a month later. And I did a lot of that driving. And the very first time when he said, babe, you want to drive? Because he wasn't feeling super well. And not a problem. He slept, he did all, you know, and I was just fine. So that 100,000 million percent, I know that was rewiring my brain, self-esteem, knowing I can do it, not what I can't do and being intimidated, but what I could do. In fact, it didn't even cross my mind that I couldn't do it. So I know it works. That self-esteem, the neuroplasticity, rewiring your brain, that's all it is. Your brain is constantly rewiring. It's not when you're 17 or 18 or, you know, even 21 or 25. That's not where you reach the pinnacle of your intelligence or any of that. No, it's every single day until you take your very last breath. That's what neuroplasticity is. Your brain rewiring. It's up to you. What do you want to do with it? Rewire your brain so that you have the programs. The programs create your beliefs. The beliefs create your attitudes. Your attitudes create your emotions, the way you think about things and emotionally. And then your emotions create your actions or behaviors, and your actions or behaviors create your outcomes. So what if, instead of saying I'm too shy, I'm not good enough, I don't know enough, I could never do what he does or she does because they have more money or they're stronger or they were born lucky, and if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Or, you know, I can never remember names. I'm too this, I'm too that. I don't have enough of that. Like lack, being in lack. We live in a very abundant universe. That lack, that is called separation, right? Separation from the abundant universe that we are. We are individual expressions of the one source, God, call it whatever you want. We are individual expressions of that. And then when we decide to leave planet Earth, there we go back to consciousness, source, God, universe. And then we become whole. But here we are whole in abundance, and we are both the spirit and the human. So what I teach is practical spirituality, which is the spiritual journey, and the human experience, which we are both at the same time. We are both spirit and human, having that experience simultaneously. So when we can reach for the higher frequency of that, of who and what we really are, with that spirit flowing through us, keeping us ever in the grasp, the warmth, the embrace of the infinite of it's infinitely intelligent, and we are that. It's just a matter of degree. So when we move into that space, that's where we can really get creative and say, well, what do we really want? And move into that space and decide on a spiritual level, like, what do I really want? Like, what has to do with my purpose that is fun and easy? Doesn't always have to be fun. That's one of my qualities, my values. Very important to me to have fun in life. And so what is it that would make you happy and you feel good and it's easy? So that's what you want to look for in your purpose. Like it flows, it feels aligned, it comes from within. It's not, I always say, ahoy, where's my purpose? No. Your purpose comes from within. You are your purpose when you go in and you stop asking everybody else, like, what do you think my purpose is? Although that can help, like, what would you say my gifts are? That can really help. I did that when I was coming out of my 8 years, of which I've mentioned many times, but when I was coming out of that, I was like, who am I? And what am I about? And I asked my sisters and I asked friends, anyone I still had around me. I don't think I asked my sisters at that time. I wasn't there. But anyway, but I asked my older sister, and I asked other people to tell me, like, what are my strengths? And man, it was like so feel good. And so ask people about that, but don't depend on that. And I encourage you not to depend on that because you already know the answer. You just need to go within and look. So look for your purpose, and really, instead of like your job, like finding out, letting the opportunities flow to you, and to choose the best of them, all those possibilities. So let's read this one last time. And look at this, 4 days left in the year as of December 27th. Instead of finding it difficult to find something of value that I can do with my life, the more I look, the more I find the world is filled with unlimited opportunities and potential. Oh, and possibilities. My job is to choose the best of them. Your job is to choose the best of them. That's it. Isn't that fun? And then go that way. Follow that path. That's fun. I love you so very, very much. Oh, you can find your purpose. You can do, be, change, create, become absolutely anything. Have absolutely anything. You were born with unlimited promise and potential, and it got covered up by other programs that don't serve you. So now it's your time, your turn to rewire your brain so that you can find success in every single area of your life, and that you can excel in times of change when things are happening. You will be stronger for all of it. I love you so very, very much. As always, shining my light to brighten yours, and we will see you for the 28th. Ciao.